FSCD Forms Series, Statement of Expense. The FSCD program follows the guidelines of the Financial Administration Act, which mandates families to keep records of all funds received from the Government of Alberta for 7 years. To make this easier, the FSCD program provides specific forms that families must use to track their expenses. Keep in mind that the FSCD program offers to families the option of submitting their claims online using the application called Online Claims Reimbursement, OCR. If a family chooses to use OCR, this form is not necessary. This video talks about the Statement of Expense form. In this short video you will learn why and when it must be used, where to find it, how to fill it out. The Statement of Expenses is a physical form that must be used to track and claim family support for children with disabilities, FSCD, related expenses manually. Manually means that the parent or guardian will send the form physically via mail to the FSCD program. It means that the claim will not be submitted electronically. You, the parent or guardian, can request this form from your FSCD designated contact. If you are familiar with the location of a local FSCD office, you may visit the office to obtain copies of this form. The address of all FSCD offices is available online. To find them, open a search page. Type FSCD offices. The link with the addresses should be the first one shown in the search results. Open the link and select the location that is closer to your address and click on Update. The address and phone number for your local FSCD office will be shown here. Keep in mind that some offices may require parent or guardian to schedule in advance. General instructions and information. This form is carboned. A carbon form is like a special paper that makes an extra copy when you write on it. It helps you have 2 or more identical pages at once. You must use a separate form for each child you claim, and each month being claimed. Remember that the expenses claimed on this form must be in accordance with a signed agreement between yourself and the FSCD program. This form must be completed for all privately hired individuals, which means that, if you are using services from a provider that bills FSCD directly, this form is not necessary. Please note that failure to complete all necessary sections in this form may result in a delay in your payment. You may have received a letter from the FSCD program indicating the address to which this form must be sent. If you do not have this letter, please reach out to your designated FSCD contact or your local FSCD office. There is a link in the description with the addresses of these offices. This form has 2 sections. Now, let's take a look at the sections. Section 1. This is the only section that you, parent or guardian, must complete. The fields are as follows. First, enter your full legal name. Fill in the month and year covered in this form. Indicate if your address has changed and, if yes, enter the new address. Remember to include the postal code of your new address, if that is the case. If your address remains the same, these fields will be left blank. Enter your phone numbers. If you do not have any of the phone numbers requested, just leave it blank. Keep in mind that at least one phone number must be provided. Fill in the child's name and their file ID number. Remember, the child's file ID number can be found on your FSCD agreement. Child's birth date. Enter the child's birthday using the format year, month, day. Services section. First, describe the service being claimed, adding the main details, including the rate. The rate for each service must be the same indicated in your FSCD agreement. The total to be claimed must be entered in the total claim column. Example, 4 hours or respite at $15 per hour rate. In this case, you would enter a brief description of the service being claimed, including the rate and the number of hours. That would equal $60, which would be the amount to be entered in the total claim column. Do not fill any information on the column for office use only. Grand total, simply add the sum of all the values on this column. At the bottom, fill in the date and then sign it. Section 2. Section 2 is to be completed by FSCD staff, so you must not enter any information in this section. Once you are done filling out the form, just mail it to your local office. Thank you for watching this video.